Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, I want to talk about women who monkey branch, and the branch breaks. Ooh! Yes, gentlemen, yes. So, this came up because I had a female who called in, and she told me 15 years ago she left her husband because she fell in love with her boss at work. And after 3 years of having that affair with her boss after she left her husband, thinking that everything was going to be so much more beautiful, that man had a stroke and lost his job and lost everything. Now, she didn't marry him, but she didn't want to take care of a man who had lost pretty much most of the activity on his left-hand side. So, she says, I am so broke, I don't even have enough money to travel, to do anything. She said, I don't even have enough money to get a better education. So I'm working in retail. My ex-husband has 2 very successful businesses, and he's remarried and he's doing extremely well. And I cannot help feeling that I screwed up and I cannot move on. What can I do? And the thing is, I've seen these stories. I've seen these stories in my lifetime before. And I'm sure that you guys have heard of these stories. And I'm hoping I can just talk to the ladies for a bit and explain to you, every single relationship that you enter into is a gamble. That's it. It's a gamble. You're not going to actually get complete and utter surety out of any relationship. The best you can do is to help build the man that you're with. Simple. So I came across this video here early this morning. It's on the wall, and I want you to listen to another woman who actually tried to monkey branch. I know this is what she tried to do. Listen, get inside the head of this type of woman, right? I can assure you that this is a woman who tried to monkey branch, and she either missed the branch, which is rare because most women will catch the branch before she leaves the husband, or this woman grabbed onto a branch that was probably rotten inside, meaning the guy that she thought was better wasn't really better. He was weak on the inside, and that branch broke. So just listen, guys. Listen to this one. And ladies, please understand what I just told you. Monkey branching is a risk. The best bet is to build a man that you knew had potential. Build with him. Help to build your family up and stay with that one instead of trying to monkey branch.
When a relationship ends between 2 people, you part ways. And that also means that you are both going to be at different levels in your processing of the grief, of the death of what once was, and all of that. And even months or years later, there can be certain triggers that pop up and you're like, whoa, I thought I dealt with that shit. Do not go back into the story that you want them or miss them or can't make it without that other person. Oftentimes what those triggers are trying to show you is that there's something unresolved within you that you need to address. And for me, watching my ex thrive, it's a beautiful thing, but it's really triggering for me because I walked away.
Watching her ex thrive is a beautiful thing, but it is triggering. There's that contradiction again. This is a woman who's trying to cope. That's all. No woman wants to leave a good man thinking that she was going to a better man and then look back and see that man do better. No woman want that shit. I can tell you that right now. She's living in regret. She's over here crying because she monkey branch, and that branch that she thought was better wasn't. Simple. Oh, she's not happy that he's striving. She's crying. She's crying. She's crying. She's not happy. She's bloody crying.
With literally having to start over after 12 years of starting over, of wondering if I'm going to be able to keep a roof over my head with my boys and not being able to just go out and play in our backyard like we used to. and wondering if I'm going to be able to feed them and survive. But the thing is, I've never been more rich spiritually and emotionally and feeling free.
Oh God. This is where I freaking lose it when women come with this crap about I am now more rich spiritually. Stop bullshitting. People can see through this. The only reason you are with that man was because what he could offer you. No woman go to a man because you were spiritually connected. 12 years of your life to a man and had kids for him because you were spiritually connected. But oh, you weren't spiritually connected, but now you are that you're single. This woo-woo type of crap that women bring to you to make you think that they're okay. She's not okay. She's on freaking TikTok crying her ass off because she see the man that she left and she gave 12 years of her life to, he's doing very well without her. This is regret, my friends. This is what you see as total and absolute regret. This is why I keep telling you, ladies, stay with the damn man you're with. Men are not marrying single mothers out there. Not the men you want. But you left the man that you knew you should have stayed with. Now you're living in regret.
So as much as I miss the security and the stability and the toys and the cush life, I wouldn't trade any of it for where I am right now. So if you yourself are in a position where you are thinking of leaving your partner, or
even though I miss the security and the comfort, which is the two basic requirements of all human beings, especially for women, everything in other words, that man gave her everything in that freaking marriage. And that wasn't enough. That's why I know she monkey branched. She couldn't just be satisfied with what she was getting, that good life. I hope you guys understand me. And ladies, the problem with you all is most of you cannot see beyond your bloody nose. You can't see beyond your feelings. And I feel sorry for you. I really do. Because I can only assume, because I don't feel that way. I can't feel what a lot of you feel. And it's apparent that a lot of you feel this way because a lot of you are doing it. I can't feel that lack of logic, that lack of understanding to see beyond my nose. I can't see it. Because when I think about life and I look at my wife who's in her 50s now, right? She's in her early 50s. Listen, I know the woman I married back in her 30s was a lot hotter. Can't tell her that. I mean, she works out hard. She takes care of her body. But there is no way that a 50-year-old self can compare herself back to a 30-year-old self. It's not possible. The delusion and the lies that you all tell yourselves, yeah, you'll get away with it in your head. But no man looks at a 30-year-old versus a 50-year-old and say, wow, I prefer that 50-year-old. None. So you all can lie to yourselves all you want. But the point I'm trying to make is I still would not trade my 50-year-old that I have invested 20 years into for some 30-year-old that I don't know. Because this woman have shown me who she is. I've built with her. This woman has given me her womb. She's created everything with me over the last 20 years. You think I'm going to give that up? Monkey branch to some 30-year-old? Hell no. So all I'm saying, ladies, is that you got to learn to actually build and stay with what you have, because usually it's better to build with someone than to try to actually gamble and go to someone that you don't know.
You're, in the thralls of it and processing the grief or whatever the case may be. Just know that there is a light on the other side, and you're doing this. You made this choice for you. For your peace, for your well-being. And that, in and of itself, is worth its weight in gold.
No, it isn't. No, it's not. Just because she can say it doesn't mean it's so. This is the stupidity that a lot of women tell each other. This is called coping 101. I screwed up, so ladies, it's okay to screw up just like me. I left a good man with a great life because I thought I could do better. And now I'm suffering. I can't even afford to pay my bills. I don't know if I can stay with a roof over my head while taking care of 2 kids. I am doing better, but it's okay because mentally, I am in a better spot. BS, you just told me you're suffering. So how the hell you can be in a better mental space when you don't even know that your basic needs are not being met? There is no one that could convince me that they're happier struggling to have their basic needs met. Food and shelter and taking care of your kids. Those are basics. So if those are some things that you are struggling with, you are not mentally better. You're going to be on TikTok crying your ass off. So all I'm trying to do, ladies, I'm trying to help you to stop listening to this shit. Because this is coping to the top degree. And I hope I'm making enough sense there. I want to listen to another video.
Can we just talk about, like, how unimpressive men are? Like, I'm just confused. Like, what is minimum effort here? Is minimum effort sliding in the DMs, hitting you with a text, what you doing, I miss you? Because, like, there is so minimal effort being put in, and y'all expect, like, maximum output. And I'm just really not understanding, like, how this is supposed to be working.
Let me explain it to you, my dear lady. There is no such thing as minimal effort. There is, hey, let's meet. I will meet you under normal, relaxed conditions. A coffee, a breakfast, a walk in the park. I want to initially get to know you. That's it. My job is not to impress you with sitting in a fancy restaurant so that you can oogle at all the fine dining and the waiters and be able to be distracted by all the shiny shit. I want to get to know you. Then, after I get to know you, which is not minimal effort, I am putting in an effort to get to know you, not to impress you with shiny objects. Because this is where a lot of you ladies get screwed. Men will put the shiny objects in front of you, then he beat your guts out because you think, oh my God, this is so shiny. And then he dumps your dumb ass after he beat it a few times. And so what happened? So all you've done is you've just been purchased for 2 fine dining meals. Yeah. Whereas, hey, you get to sit with a guy in a coffee shop, you ask him questions, he asks you questions. No distractions, no bullshit. You get to know him, he gets to know you. You get to decide, hey, based on what he's said, is he a good man? Does he have potential to be a good man? Who's his family? How many baby mamas he have? Whatever the hell you want to find out about him. No distractions. He asks you out again. You can then determine, you have no other distractions, no shiny objects distracting you. Might want to see him again. You might do this a few times. Nice casual stuff. That's how adults operate. His job is not to show you how much money he has up front. Any man who does that is an idiot. If you're looking for a simp, that's a totally different story. But if you're looking for a good, wise man, then you should expect what you call minimum effort. Because minimum effort is smart for a man. I'm going to give you minimum effort to see if you're worth my maximum effort. Women got this idea that, he has to impress me. Who is it that should be impressing the other? I'm the one that's going to get on my damn knees to give you half of my shit. And you're asking me to impress you? Are you out of your freaking mind? Think about it. This is where you all are losing, ladies. It is not the man's job to impress you. You impress him. Tell me how good of a wife you're going to be to me so that I can offer you my resources. That's where we are in today's environment. For some reason, you all think that you're the prize. This is the problem. How the hell can you be the prize when the man is the one that has to get on his knees and give you his resources? You got to impress him. But you have to be smart enough to understand, hey, is he going to make a good man that I would want to give my womb to and give my life to? When I say life, I'm talking about the time that you're going to have to take off work to be pregnant, the time that you're going to have to be spending at home, time that you're going to have to be taking care of his kids. because that's a price that you're going to have to pay. So you better get to know him. And you're not going to get to know him because he took you to a fancy restaurant where you're distracted by all the glitz and the glamour. That's not how you get to know a person. The minimum effort is for your benefit. Think about it. Let's hear what else she has to say.
Because I was born in the 1900s. Plain and simple. Like, even in college, like, even in high school, do y'all remember, like, prom proposals? Y'all remember that, right? It was like a real thing. I'm just confused. What the heck is going on? Like, I know I haven't been single that long. Like, is the scope of dating, like, so blown out of the water? I mean, even for older men. Because I normally date older men. And I'm just confused by what is acceptable at this point. Because are my standards too high or is the world too low? I'm just trying to figure it out because it's not meshing.
Your standards are not too high. The price of your body and your attention is too high. This is the problem that ladies don't understand. For men, everything is a price, and I'm going to pay for it in meat. Meat, acronym for money, energy, attention, and time. Big up to Coach Greg Adams for coming up with that analogy. Meat, money, energy, attention, and time. A man is going to pay with one of those 4 resources that he has. And if it's a man of means, he's going to want to know that he's not paying the maximum price before he commits to you. Older men get that very well. And a lot of these older men are now starting to understand the modern dating market because they got channels like this that are teaching them. Listen, men are very adaptable. And the modern dating market has changed significantly and men are adapting. Men know that women are coming for one thing and one thing only first. His resources. That's it. And he's going to protect that shit.
It's not meshing. And I keep praying and it's just God has not delivered what I'm supposed to get. Because my goodness. All right. Y'all have a good night. Be safe.
I wish you all would stop bringing God into this. God is not a matchmaker. He's not a relationship guru. You have to simply do one thing. Tell a man what you're going to offer him. Stop looking for what a man is going to offer you. Tell a man what you're going to offer him. In turn, he will tell you what he's going to offer you. This is simple. It's a simple freaking transaction. All of you women, all of you thinking that, oh, what is he going to offer me? None of you are asking or telling men what you're going to offer them. Because a lot of you have nothing else to offer except some battered panani. And when you hit your 40s, stuff starts to drag. If you're late 30s and 40s, man, things start to hang. The value of that is not that high, my friend. So you're actually negotiating with some really bad product. You think that you're negotiating with premium product. You're not. Not in the eyes of a man. You might think it's valuable because it's experienced. You know, it's been used. It has some mileage on it. So that means it's experienced and I know what to do. The total and absolute opposite of what every single man want to hear. But for you, it's value. So you need to tell a man, what else are you going to offer me? That's it. If you bring in 2 baby daddy kids or some other man's kids and some used up punani and some degree that don't mean shit to me, you ain't negotiating with much, my friends. But yet you want the man to what? Put out maximum effort? For what?
Y'all have a good night. Be safe. The thing is like, I know I shouldn't be like this. Like, no bullshit and all filters aside. I'm pretty. Like, and I work really hard. Like, I really feel like it shouldn't be like this. Like, back in the day, it was...
Oh, Christ. I know I shouldn't be like this, but I'm going to be like this. I'm pretty. Yes, you are pretty. You are attractive. I don't know if there's a filter on there or not, More than likely there is, because you're way too silky in that face. And the light is pretty bad, so it's making you look smoother. But the point is, your facial beauty has some merit to it, but we don't even know if that's your real hair, that's your real lashes, how much Botox you've had. Ladies, most of you are coming with pretty much some patched up, airbrush, bad paint job work. You know, it's not what men want. This is the problem.
Are the options that vast? Like, have I dropped to the bottom of the totem pole? I'm just trying.
There it is, my friends. This is another woman who have wasted her 20s, wasted her good years. This is another Vivica Fox right here. You imagine her when she was in her 20s? Oh, she must have been hot.
I'm trying to figure out, like, why is it so hard for me to find someone? I'm in the wrong market. You know what? I should move to like DC. Maybe like give it a Houston try or something like that. Like, people try and get you to believe that, you know, it's easy to date anywhere, but it's not. It's not. And I am not dating in LA. Like, I've been dating myself for the past 30 days. So that's like a thing. And it's going okay for me, but like what it's making me realize is like there's really nothing out.
She had thousands of options available to her. And now guess what? Things that bad? I think I am pretty. Where have we heard this before? Vivica Fox, 2 weeks ago. I'm dating in LA, but I'm not really getting anywhere. In other words, she getting her back blown out in LA, but no man is committing to her. This is the problem. So a lot of these women want to jump state. It's a good strategy, but the point is that, my dear, you have to understand your sexual marketplace value at your age. And you cannot compare yourself to when you were in your 20s. Those days are finished. Your 20-year-old and your 40-year-old or 35, I'd say she's around 37 to 42. In that age range. It's hard to tell between makeup. But the reality of it is, your older self can no longer compete with your younger self, and you realize you missed the boat. You dropped the bag, as Vivica Fox says. I'll play that video here because I love this video. This is where she realized that she had lost 50 Cent. There we go.
You know, I've said this many times before. 50 Cent was the love of my life. He was the one that, dang, kind of blew that one. Happens. I was young. Had been used to taking care of myself. You know, 50 wanted me to be his princess, you know, and I didn't get it. I didn't get it, so, you know, my fault. But I am so glad to report to everybody that there is peace. There's no, we used to go at it publicly. Trust, we did. And it wasn't by my choice. You know, I think it's just the nature of the beast. Of who he was, not understanding who I was. But, you know, he's happy now. He has a beautiful girlfriend, and I'm very happy for him, so leave my ass alone.
Did you learn anything from that relationship?
Sure. Let a man be a man. That's the biggest lesson that I learned dating 50 Cent, was that when a man wants to take care of you, let him. Well, you know, I think that was 50's peace offering for he and I to do the video. He would always pop up in my life, times that I never told anyone, that I always keep to myself. That was nice to know that he still cared, but I always kept it private. You know, I've said this many times before, 50 Cent was the love of my life. He was the one.
There we go, ladies. That's what happens when you think you have endless options. You end up like this. 59 years old, and she's now on national TV begging for a man. Begging.
Making applications.
Oh,
So if you got a friend.
Okay.
I'm good. We'll be all. And I don't discriminate. I'm not against different nationalities. You know that too.
So, ladies, it's a simple lesson. Work with the man you have. Build with him. Please do not monkey branch and think you're going to get better. You rarely get better than your baby daddy. It's best to hang on to your baby daddy, which is best for your kids, build with him, but at least it's better than trying to monkey branch to another guy, putting your kids through hell, taking them away from their dad, and then betting that this other guy, that he hasn't committed to you, all he's been doing is pumping you, and you think that that's love. And the best bet that you can make is build with that man and enjoy the process of building. Stop looking at the short term. Look at the long term. The longer you are with one man, and the more you get to know him and the more you guys can work together, if you are a good woman, he will work his ass off for you. He will build for you. If you are a nagging nightmare of a woman, you will drag him down with you. Always remember that. A good man will build for a good woman. But if you are a distraction and you're constantly that nightmare, why don't you do this? Why just negative? You're going to pull him down. This is where the problem comes in. Women think that, oh, he was just a nightmare. He wouldn't build. He was lazy. Most of the time, ladies, it's you that are the fault. You are not encouraging him. You are a discouragement. You're the one that keeps him down. But if you are the source of inspiration and the source of encouragement, oh, that man will freaking find gold for you. Gold and diamonds. So, I hope this is a lesson for you, ladies. I thought these were just two great videos to actually bring these 2 points home. Stop monkey branching and realizing that, hey, the man that you're with, stay with him. And second, stop thinking that you have time to get the right man. You don't. It's that as you age, your commodity, your value to men dies with you. So you better get in quick while you have your best value. Get a good man, work with him. Okay, give me a thumbs up on this video, guys. Subscribe if you haven't already. Please book a session over on askanolderman.com if you'd like to have a chat with me, or register to join my community. We're trying to build a community of like-minded people to bring us all together so that we can actually find great companionship. Yes, right now we are on my 10-pound weight loss journey, so sign up for that. I'm going to get it started soon, guys. All right. So that's it for today. Remember, guys, whenever in doubt, always ask an older man. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.